Hey guys, just wanted to do my review of Happy Death Day, the new Blumhouse Productions film, which is also responsible for producing films like Get Out and The Visit. And Get Out directed by Bill. If you haven't seen that movie, go to Redbox, watch it on Netflix, cable, go see that. This film in particular, it stars an actress named Jessica Roth. Out of her work. I just checked her IMDb page, and she was co-star as one of Emma Stone's friends in La La Land last year, and basically it's a Groundhog's Day type scenario she play she plays this kind of like stereotypical snotty, selfish sorority sister at a college student who, as the trailers showed, that she wakes up in a guy's bed thinking that they had sex, got drunk at sex, and she's sex, and it's her birthday, which she actually just dreads because of a past tragedy on her birthday, and it basically did. I guess, and basically just starts out. I mean, is it a familiar premise? Yeah, but it is like, but the thing I liked about this movie is one, Jessica Roth. This is she could have. This is like kind of those. This is like a kind of film where she could have easily just like phoned it in if she wanted to, but it's like she really gave it her all, and I was like incredibly impressed with her performance. She went from so basically, she keeps getting murdered by some guy in like a black hoodie and wears like the school mascot, the mask of this school mascot, which is like a baby face, and she keeps having to relive the day. And this movie is pretty self aware to the point where it's like it's not like she it takes her it first she didn't it takes her she puts together what's happening pretty quickly. The second time she relives the day, she just thinks it's like a strong deja vu scenario, but she starts to suspect it might be more than that, considering how much things like play out throughout the day. You know, like people she bumps into, and the things that people have said to her and whatnot. And by the third time, she realizes, okay, this is actually happening to me, and she finally confides in the guy whose dorm room wakes up in, Carter. It tells her about what's going on to the point where she's even pointing out, a couple getting sprayed with a sprinkler, some frat guys who got getting so drunk that one of them passes out, and tries to say, "Oh, well, you got an unlimited amount of lives, so you just have to like keep reliving. You can just like keep reliving the day until you solve your own murder." And she struggles to do that because there's kind of a point where you feel like you are kind of watching and just figures like, okay, she does have a couple of opportunities where she could just grab the mask and pull the person's face off, or pull the mask off and see who it is. But it is kind of, I mean, if you are going to go see this movie, I would recommend seeing this movie. Like it is like a very, I'd have a really good time at the theater just because it's incredibly witty, self-aware. Most of the jokes land where they need to be. It's not trying too hard to be funny either. Um, and just because it's very heartfelt, because this character, not only is Jessica Ross' performance like very good, but she's also like pretty multifaceted. She goes from playing this kind of stuck up sorority sister to also being like playing very vulnerable to you, that you understand like why she became the way she is, to the point where she even when she's going through her arc of trying to um stop all of her selfish behavior, because she becomes very sassy and charming to the point where even when you kind of see her open up with and you kind of see this scene towards the end, like towards the climax before she goes after her killer, like proactively, where she just like break down crying and open up about why she's the way she is, and she doesn't want to keep doing this and ignoring her father, who is the person who tries to call her all day. to the point where it's like I never thought to the point where it's like I legitimately got a lump in my throat and became misty eyed from her own from that whole scene, and also become this kind of like badass like sassy chick who's become like also incredibly charming to somebody who's kind of like, oh, I want to like go grab a beer with her, take her out on a date myself, like. And she's going like a person like going from like she's like you're really rooting for. And I guess my only thing about it is that, like I said, I wouldn't even classify this as a horror film. Like there really wasn't any kind of scares. I think it's more of like a maybe like a thriller or like a murder mystery comedy, if anything. Like I guess my gripes about it were just like it's kind of hard to like break down, kind of categorize into a specific genre because it was trying to do like all these different things. Um, mash mix, try to be the whole like genre busting movie, but I feel like I guess the only disappointing thing was it still couldn't bring as much horror aspects or bring as much scares as I would have wanted to, or as much as it was advertised. Um, but again, her performance is amazing. Like she should be a bigger star. Like I can't believe like she's one of these actresses that I feel like if this didn't like I like walked out of the theater thinking like this girl's gonna go places. This like if this is not gonna be her breakout role in Hollywood, I don't know what is, and it damn well should be. And and the thing I appreciated, like it provides like enough red herrings throughout the film to make you it kind of play this whole like guessing game. We're trying to piece together like who the killer is, and at first you think and then it's like, oh no, that's too obvious, and you think like, oh, of course it's this person, but they throw enough red herrings in it to make you doubt yourself, and then you go, and then by the end of the movie, and in hindsight, you realize, oh, of course it's this person, and I don't know. At least like I at least appreciate it doing that. Like, and this is like the first time since like watching the Flash season one where it provided enough red herrings to make me think like, oh, you think you know the whole story, or you think you have everything figured out, and how things are going to play out, and you don't quite do, and it throws enough like twists to make you kind of like second guess yourself, which is like at least I appreciated that. Um, and again, like this, if you wanted like a good time at the theater, like it's exciting. Like I said, this character is incredibly multifaceted for which is was kind of like a kind of like a B movie fun like popcorn flick. It's a feel good. It's the same time it's a feel good. It's a great feel good movie. It has a lot of heart to it than you would more than you would expect from it than you would expect. And like I said, very self-aware. They even make a reference to Groundhog's Day in this movie. Granted, they don't explain what causes the loop, like they didn't even say like Edge of Tomorrow, but Groundhog's Day didn't explain what causes the loop either. You just know that they just keep repeating. You keep repeating the loop, and she goes in this great character arc. It's a nice murder mystery that keeps you guessing. I mean, and I'm just repeating myself. It's heartfelt. It's funny. It's witty. They say all the, people say and act the way they would kind of expect from like a teen comedy or how you talk to people on a college campus. So I say go see it. It's 3.5 out of 5 stars. Check it out, and I think you'll get your money's worth for sure. Like again, like I said, don't expect it to be like a straight up slasher horror flick and expect a lot of scares, but you are going to expect a very good film and have a great time at the theater. Is what I could say about it in a nutshell. So, how do you guys feel about Happy Death Day? Or do you still want to go check it out? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.